Hello everybody, my name is Wilfried Niesen. I'm the professor of business game and finance, but I'm also the responsible of the program. I'm acting dean and director general of the school. I will explain you what we want you to do during this business game. This game is about simulation of decision making. We have several training objectives. First of all, you will play the role of a company decision maker. This means you will be in a direction committee and you will have to fix up your own strategy and later on decide to get this strategy fulfilled. You will also learn to make decisions by taking into account different aspects of a company. The financial ones, the marketing ones, the production ones. So you have to put all these things together to get and to fulfill the objectives you have fixed yourself. First of all, you have to work out the strategy and objectives and means in relation with the fixed objective. And then you have to build in Excel a reporting system and a control system to check if your decisions are coherent. The game is based on the market. On this market, we will play with 3 companies. This means the ESA company, the Bell company and the Contact company. The 2 other ones will not be used during this session. The product you will sell is really not important. Don't compare it with an existing one. We call it the Zip phone, but the product is not really the thing which is important. You have to analyze only the market facts of the game and not think on other things happening outside your virtual game world. We sell this product at 400 euros, exclusive all taxes, and we simplify the tax model. All the companies are in the same situation in the beginning, so it's really important that you understand what this situation is. Your customers. You have 2 types of customers. The traditional retailers selling this kind of products and the specialized departments in supermarkets. Your company is not selling directly to the final consumers. You are selling to the retailers and the specialized departments, but your marketing actions are destined to the consumers. These consumers will find your product nice and they went to your customers to order it. You have a sales force which is visiting your customers to take all the orders. As you can see on this slide, your sales force is not in contact with the final consumer. Your company is just doing marketing actions to these consumers and the sales force is going to the customers. To sell the products on the market, you need a nice corporate image. This corporate image is depending on your advertising and promotion policy, your services policy, and your price policy. So be careful. You have to be really coherent. Not just putting one big advertising effort for 1 quarter, but having a nice policy developing your corporate image on the market. Don't forget that you are in competition with the other companies and you try to sell and to address the same consumers. Linked to your sales policy, you have sales cost. Your advertising and promotion budget is one of it. Your services budget, which includes after-sales service, but all the efforts you have to do before you sell also. So the pre-sales services. And it includes also the salary of your sales staff. And this salary is composed by a fixed salary and by a bonus per unit sold. Your company. In your company you have staff, women and men working hardly for your company. At the moment you have 10 staff members at the production. All the administrative part of your company is managed by the direction committee, which is working for free, and you have some independent staff members which are at the number of 3 in the beginning, and this is your sales force. So 10 people working inside the company and 3 members as sales staff. The staff will be working very good depending on the social climate you build in your company. This social climate only influences the production staff. This social climate will depend on your staff turnover. This means if you hire and fire a lot of people, they will not be really happy with this. They also don't really appreciate if you use temporary staff, because this means that you are not able to offer a stable job in your company. The level of salary is also important because they know the level the competitors have and they will compare it. So if you are lower than the competition, your personnel will not really motivate it. You have also a training budget. So these persons are asking for training, and all the trainings effort are done during the evening and the weekends. And finally, what is really important is the coherence of your policy over a period of time. If all these things are good managed, the social climate will be good and the productivity of your staff will be very high. You have a plant, and in this plant you have just one machine. The machine you have at the beginning is a machine of type 1. The value of this machine when you have bought it was 480,000 euros. This machine is able to make an average production of 1,000 units per quarter. On this machine you have 10 workplaces. Today all these workplaces are occupied because you are using 10 persons. Each quarter linked to this machine you have fixed costs of 25,000 euros and a standard cost price per unit of 40 euros, which includes the raw materials. This standard cost price can be lowered by using an internal budget to optimize your production process. Linked to this plant, you have production costs. You have variable production costs, you have fixed production costs, and you have personnel costs. The production charges includes also, on behalf of the production costs, the depreciation of the machine. You have different running costs. First of all, the storage costs. If you are not able to sell everything at the end of the quarter, you will have some inventory and you will pay costs linked to this inventory. The cost is 15 euro per unit. Then you have the possibility to order surveys. You have the possibility to order 2 surveys. One is a competition survey. This is very useful. It costs 15,000 euros. And you have the possibility to order a simulation of your production. I do not really advise you to use this survey. The added value is not really good and the price is too high. It costs 10,000 euros. Your operating cycle, and this is one of the most important charts of this presentation. You produce in quarter 1. What you have produced in quarter 1, you can sell it in quarter 2. So what is the quantity you are able to sell in quarter 2? It is the production of quarter 1 and the unsold items of quarter 1, which are coming from productions before quarter 1. In quarter 3, the customer gets the invoice and they will accept a bill of exchange, which you can use to get credit at the bank. An advice to really read and understand what the bill of exchange means. And finally, in quarter 4, you will get your cash and you will definitely be paid. Linked to the financial aspects, you have financial charges. You have the possibility to negotiate a loan with the bank. So you have to send a mail to the banker before you take the final decision, asking an amount to finance your new investments. You have the possibility to discount the bills, and the bank will do this automatically if your cash will become negative. So then the bank discounts automatically bills. And finally, if you are higher than the discount ceiling, you will get on negative on your bank account, and on this negative amount you will pay interests on overdraft. Let's finish this short presentation with the price breakdown. At the beginning you are selling at 400 euros. In this 400 euros you have 168 euros which are production costs. Then you have 105.57 euros which are sales costs. And you have 3.53 euros financial costs and running expenses per unit. So this means you have a unit margin out of your price of 400 euros, which is a margin before tax of 122, nearly 123 euros. We hope that you will probably optimize this margin at the end of the game and have a better price breakdown than what you have now. In the next video, I will explain you how to fix the objectives and what you have to do before we start really playing. Enjoy the game and have fun.